sure appreciate y'all. Love you, man.
Do some good.
Yeah, I love you. I sure appreciate it. Please do not let me.
Rhonda has to practice.
You know, architecture.
Absolutely.
Oh, I can pass since 52 years I've passed it. It's the first time I've been
Yeah.
52 since 1966.
Yeah, like I did today. Trying to interview. I was going to say something. He's not.
Yeah, we were there. You remember the bombing of the North Carolina?
Yep.
The 400.
You said this represents Solomon's?
Yeah. Temple.
Wow.
The structure. But Solomon's temple is really your body.
Right. Right. Islam, soul of man. Here we are.
Boaz and Yakin. These pillars.
This pillars on here. Wow.
And of course, these are your craters. And as you can see, the majority of them were masons.
Wow. Majority of them looks like all of them were.
And this is when they were constructing the building. And you can see the layout.
Wow, you can tell.
Don't dress it up. Leave it. Keep it simple as possible.
Change it, yours. And of course, all the high priests would wear these. That's your 12 signs of your zodiac. That's your the stones for each constellation. The origin unknown. This is the 19th century, but they didn't really know what that is. And
mirror?
on this, like they would say, so mote it be, or thy will be done.
Wow.
Is really what they're saying. And so that's where they get the term, thy will be done. It's really so mote it be.
That's supposed to be like, the European Jesus, whatever right there.
European juice, yep. No, you're fine.
What was the European?
Right there. I can't point because I'm holding the camera.
Are we?
Yes.
And so here's the temple of the sun and moon. This is near Toltec. It's like in Mexico. But a lot of this stuff, not only they really find in Mexico, a lot of stuff they find right here.
Wow. Wow.
That's Mexico or Olmec.
Got it.
Toltec.
Oh, man. What's over here? Oh, the gavel. This is the gavel.
Yeah, they made this from when they restored the White House before, when it was burnt. That was some of the wood from the palace that they actually carved and made that gavel.
Wow. Wow. I know, right?
And he's Georgia and his Masonic guard. Closing the lodge.
Wow. See, he got his apron and everything.
Excuse me, Taj.
Yeah. Taj, we have a question on the floor.
Oh, excuse me, I apologize.
I was going to ask if the shield.
Oh, that's the hidden sphinx, basically. Hidden sphinx, and of course that's the star. And what that symbolizes is the subjugation of the Moabites. So they conquer you, they conquer us.
Wow.
You're God. You don't need a written moral rule. You just fall in nature because you're God. And you can go to other places that other mortals can't go. Far on the other side of the galaxy, in space, all that. That Superman story, that's you. Let me stick to the Constitution so you can understand. I'm keeping everything simple because I know you have the complex lessons from Father. Notice the reason why you have your Constitution is because why? You gave up certain divine rights in order to have political rights. You're no longer gods. So since you are mortal, all mortals don't have a same moral character. Case in point, we go to a house and we have a party. I put a $100 bill. This is my house, and I throw a party. By the end of the day, I expect since I'm around Moors, my $100 should be on their table. But obviously, they ain't gonna be. So your Constitution is your moral code, meaning we all agree to follow this and what have you, pursuing happiness and what have you, but Pete got to admit that there are some morals that are going to fall short. Their moral compass is broken. Here's one story that was on Facebook, and I think it's Central Superior and all back in the day, dead. And it pissed me off, and this is what should make you Moors get pissed. It happened in Morocco. I haven't been on Facebook since about 2014. There was a young teenage girl that got raped by her brother-in-law. He was in jail. This nigga sat there and had his lawyer who was going to get him off. Guess what was the technicality? If he married the girl that he raped, he couldn't get off because he was looking at 25 years or so. So the main story was the girl committed suicide. So I was really hurt, and I said, you Moors, and this is in Morocco. I said, y'all who are Muslims and who are Moors should be very offended with this, and this is the other reason why you must wake up, Moors. And I said, for 3 levels she failed. She had people fail her. Her parents, for one. I was like, what was up with her parents? I didn't know her sister. So that meant if he was her brother-in-law, yes. You understand what I'm saying? And then the sister. So she obviously had to marry him, but then obviously she couldn't go through with it. She committed suicide. So I put that up just to make my point about the moral compass. So you must understand this. So you don't get caught in. Sometimes you got to step back first and treat, keep things simple. That's another thing the Creator has said. Man, I always like to over-explain things to make everything difficult. And usually ain't that hard. All right? So, again, like I said, I want you to now understand. So when you run into other European, just as well as Asiatic brothers and sisters, you'll find out European Freemasons are more important to you than your own. I love telling this story. And I was telling my cousin Dre, we had Dre, and I used to always walk the street. Like I said, you can see me in camp, walking my bag and my kufi and stuff, Riverside Bell. And this guy used to always say, "Baby boy," yeah, because he was a Freemason. He's like, "Yeah, baby boy, what's up?" Yeah, shake me because he was a Freemason. So by the 3rd time he seen me, I went in the liquor store. He was in there. I was going to play the lottery. He's like, "Baby boy, yeah, where you from?" So I gripped him. Now he didn't understand. Thought it was just the 1st degree. And anybody that's a 33rd also too. circumgrip. I'll tell you about that another time. So he's like, bring contact. Yeah, where you from? See, even though I'm all these high degrees, I ain't remembering all that. I know I'm a Moor. You trying to be where I'm trying to be at anyway. I'm the Magi. I'm the man in the East anyway. So he said, all right. So he's in front of me. I said, I'm showing you my front. He goes out of the car. I give him my stuff. He comes back. To a little blue car. Say, he's a 32nd degree. Yeah, this is where I'm from. Yeah, I mean, why? I said, all right, bro. For one, nationality is the key, but I'm good. It's 3 times 3. So I just showed him my ring. This damn day, I ain't never seen him again. But I made sure I told him the real deal. Because that's what the 33rd is about. Is what you all are here for. You reclaimed your name, Il Ali, and Bays. You're Moors. They're imitating being you. And then, like I was explaining to a beautiful sister, where's she at? There she go over there in bread. We was talking about how you hear some individuals talk all that. Niggas like, yeah, European, this, and that. Look, stop. They Moors also. She was saying she ran into the Moors too. I said, yeah, you know, even though they have their own nationality, but they're Moors too. And then I told her the story where a lot of people don't know. My father conveyed this to me. When Prophet Ali was alive, one day he was in his temple, and you see individuals we call Europeans walking out. So some Moors coming in all hot and everything. And they said, what are they doing here? And the prophet said, I'm a universal prophet. It's just that you Moors need me the most. That's the consciousness that all of you Moors should have. We don't get caught in that hatred thing. Because as I was explaining to the sister about the Yaqub experiment, when you get with the children of Israel and all that, Israel is just another code name of Moor. We're all tied. Your purebred descendancy of your Lamoni. The Negro Javel Orabo, which they recognize in Darwin's theory, the primate, that was the thing that you mixed with your DNA, which created all of us. That's why we're such a beautiful bouquet of children. And Lord Moore, Luakin Il, said to his son, Yaqub, now that you done named it and you got all the children, now I'm going to name you Israel. And now they're the children of Israel. So that's why I said, don't get in no arguments. That's just another code name for you Moors.
That's
You
not
understand what I'm saying? And you know we come from all different complexions. I mean, this is even saying, like, when I was born, y'all see the complexion of my father, and you see the complexion I am. I was really fair. Daddy thought I was a white baby. That's a white baby. That ain't my baby. I have a brother that's his complexion. Him and my mother, my stepdad was a little lighter, but, you know, he's a little darker, but my mom's complexion, but yet my baby brother is his complexion. So we know we come in different complexions. That's why true Moors don't get into that. Like I've always said here, and here's my main message to you that I say at all these functions, and thank you, Brother Mustafa, for inviting me. Moors, when you get this knowledge, the key thing is, when you step from here, we need to get our honor back. When you walked up in the house, all people respect you. Didn't matter if it was Christian Europeans, Freemasons, Nation of Islam. When they seen that red fez or that turban, they knew a Moor was in the house. You was like E.F. Hutton. When you spoke, everybody listened. You didn't kick that. You embraced everybody. That's why, again, like I tell some of y'all, I know I'm condensing this because I know we're going to be listening, but if you walk the street sometimes, you have more cordial conversations with Europeans that are Eastern Stars and Freemasons because they know the deal. They just happy you waking up because they like you too. They don't like niggas neither. They knew you were such a clean people. At the Kia Bay, living widow, she's still alive here in Philly. Y'all need to start looking for her. At the Kia Bay and Rashida Bay. She said you Moors were so clean, you can drop almost food on the floor and still almost eat it. But they knew that's how clean you were. They know your history. Like I was telling your sister, Ivan bin Sertim and all them other cats that wrote books on history, Moorish history, and they got their degrees in Moorish history. You cannot study ancient history and not know about the Moorish Empire. They're, what I'm saying to you in short, they are curriculums that you actually get a degree in Moorish history. You can't study any other history and not know about the Moorish Empire. By Budget Meekin too, that's the name of an ancient book you need to get, an old book. Moorish Empire. And so that's why I say again, I don't want to hear all these damn conspiracy, Will Smith and the boule, because he bend over and they crack a smile and he do don't want to hear that. There's no bigger conspiracy than the Moorish conspiracy. And we're talking worldwide too. Please do this too. Last time my cousin showed me back in 06 on the internet, he found some Australian Moors. Got their own website up and they're claiming they're Moors. And they spelled it M-U-U-R. And that was back in 06. I can imagine now if I surf and see what they're doing now. You rule this whole planet.
Nope.
And the other reason why you must wake up, you have galactic treaties that you must reinstitute. We'll talk after this. Thank you again.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Spread out. Well, good afternoon. And welcome to the temple. You may take all the flash photography you desire, but just no video. No food or beverages, even water bottles, but we do have some fountains on the tour. Anybody wearing a backpack, if you could move it to the front, or hand carry. In the past, our furniture has gotten scratched. We're trying to prevent the occurrence. The tour will basically consist of a series of rooms where I'll give an explanation, then I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. The first stone was put down in 1868. 5 years later, 1873, they were using the rooms, and they had basically committed to the styles we shall be seeing, columns, moldings, and such. But they left everything white plaster for a really long time. It wasn't till the tail end of 1888 that they actually started decorating the rooms one at a time over roughly a 15-year period. The portraits, except for this photograph of our current Grand Master, are of our past leaders who are still alive. Upon their demise, they'll join their predecessors on the walls outside. The murals are oil on canvas, 23-karat gold leaf family scenes, and the bronze and glass doors weigh a ton each, yet are so marvelously balanced they can be moved with one finger. Now, does one of you have a group ticket? Is that your fearless leader? We all are individual. We all are individual leaders. We all stand on our own square. We come together.
You're not some kind of emperor type?
We are. And I know that. And let me say this, Robert. I've seen this gentleman do tours a couple of times, and this is what you have to do. You have to listen, because he's going to give you Messianic keys. He's going to give you Messianic keys, listen to what he says, and process. He's very, very, very good.
Well, now he's set me up. This way.
just means eastern, and the details of this room have all been copied from different sections of the Alhambra Palace in Granada, Spain, in the south of Spain. But be not deceived by the Spanish location. The Alhambra is actually a magnificent example of North African Islamic architecture. And the Alhambra was part of a brilliant Islamic civilization that flourished for about 800 years in Spain, roughly from 711 AD till 1492, when the Kingdom of Granada fell to the Spanish conquest. Well, this is Corinthian Hall, named after this type of column, the third and fanciest of the Greek columns, first used around 450 BC in Greece. The room is supposed to resemble an open-air theater with the stars in the nighttime sky, and these are the torches to illuminate the night. The room is dedicated to the culture of ancient Greece, but for some reason they felt the need to add a few Latin phrases for good measure. So you have fiat lux, let there be a car. You're not going to let me get away with that? Well, you would be right. It means let there be light. For those of you who may not have understood my hilarious joke.
Was actually not so much the poor. Arab is not a people. It's a loose title in person for the nobles. That's all it means. Because a lot of people, the way they put it in history, they think that is another of the Asiatic people of Asia Source, or what you call Asia Minor. Arab just, it applies to almost any of the ancient Canaanite, Moabite tribes that are considered nobles, whether it was North America, or on that side of Asia, because we call both sides Asia before. And so, whatever circle they were in, they were just loosely referred to as the Arabs. And so people over years think it's a bloodline people. It is simply, as we say, oh, those are the nobles. That's all it is. It's person. It's like from Urdu.
And to follow that up real quickly, if everybody, we say the Amir, Grand Sheikh, look on Google, what does Amir mean? And then it's going to bring in the Arab, and then consider what Todd just told you Arab is. So when you see it written somewhere, the Amir, know what it is.
This is Norman Hall, but in this case, Norman just means Romanesque, the first of the great medieval European architectural movements. The designs are Irish, Celtic, 8th century. The figures don't.
But this book about Helios, what is it?
Greek fiction is still up and down.
Are y'all listening to this? I think y'all hear that. And this beautiful tour guide also just told you that. Real smooth, real good. He just told you what you just heard, Brandon. Something about Greek potentially being a fiction.
The Greek fiction is really equipped up what you call Egypt.
Islam.
And the students will come from other areas to go into the heart of Hikupta, and that was just more like an area for the students.
I just want to know.
Absolutely.
Looked at me, winked, and kept right on going like it never happened. Are y'all watching?
Is anybody recording? Wow. Wow.
Went to a cooker.
Right?
Yeah, well, it looked like it. Go back in time.
With the ox. Wow. These thrones. Do we get to sit on the thrones?
That's the joint there. That's the main time. You want to get a picture?
We'll get all the pictures later, baby, on this account.
Well, I don't suppose that most of you are going to be stunned to discover that.
Then you have here in the North Gate, this is why some trying to refer to themselves as keepers of the North Gate, North America, North Gate. And then of course your North Gate here that faces the lodge. Then Billy Penn, 23, 25 degrees, facing the lodge, east by northeast. We have the same architecture, even older in the Grand Canyon.
Yes.
And in Lower Egypt, which we call Kentucky and Tennessee, and Allah Bam. That's Lower Egypt. Right here. At the North Gate.
Any other questions? Okay, this way, please.
No, it does not.
That's right.
Pass the word.
Same.
The guy, we had to hate it. She had to take care of them guys over there in Pakistan. She was responsible for that, taking care of them. You know, where we made them right in the Yucatan, so we got to still got to respect them. That's what I'm talking about. And that's Hager.
Of bringing
Hager,
them
right?
back into government.
Right, that's what I mean. That's what
Notice that's close to the duplication in the way of the Georgian when we went down to the other lodge.
Yeah, I remember. Wow, that's so funny. I didn't even think about that until you just.
Now keep in mind they only take us to really part of this building. A lot of this building you ain't been into.
And we ain't gonna get into.
Every time you walk into the room, you think you're in another building.
And that's why I say, you know, like when you come in here and they take you to all the rooms, and then you walk around and see the size of this building, you say, how the hell they get all that stuff in here? You know what I mean?
So tall.
You guys will never guess in a million years that we're proud that Benjamin Franklin wasn't today. This room was dramatically redone a couple of years ago. Our previous grandmaster really wanted to see if we could generate some income to help us maintain this building by having weddings and corporate functions. In fact, we're having a wedding here tonight. So you have the room painted gray, used to be more mauve and yellow. I think maybe they wanted a more somber background when they put in these very colorful stained glass windows of 4 of our Masonic presidents: Theodore Roosevelt, Andrew Jackson, George Washington, and Harry Truman. Ben Franklin measures 13 feet in height and weighs close to 3,000 pounds.
13, it doesn't just mean the colonies in the way that you look at it for the 13 businesses. It also deals with the matriarchy principle because 9 and 13 is the number of women. Government. Minister Plenipotentiary Benjamin Franklin. 1784, 1785, under the protection of Sidi Mohammed, Sultan of Morocco, setting up the Treaty of Peace and Friendship before the Ordinance of 1787, then the adoption of the Constitution in its first format from the Ana-Anasi, which you call Iqua, which becomes the Constitution from Muslim law into what you call the Constitution for, not of, for the states in this union of peace. The beacon light for government, i.e. the United States.
So Taj, before you, can you speak, what is, say the Constitution, the Constitution of the United States?
Constitution for the United States, adopted from Ana-Anasi Confederation of the North Gate, falsely referred to Iqua Confederation.
So what is the Constitution called? What is the Organic Republic Constitution called? Say the whole name. The Constitution
For the United States, for the States United, actually.
Right.
Yeah. And it's actually a series of nation states, would include a lot of the nation states that they're not even talking about, that go beyond this border.
That's right. Like,
Yeah.
Talking about the continental
like
flag.
Colombia.
So you're more
So you got
Uruguay.
United States of Mexico, United States of Brazil,
Yeah, yeah.
United States of San Salvador, which they today call Organization of American States. However, the treaties were breached, and of course the wars and the imposition, and then when they murdered Lincoln to overthrow the republic. So this is the issue that you're dealing with today. And this is why Donald Trump hangs his picture behind his desk for the restoration of the republic.
Okay, this way, please, this way.
Good seeing you.
They're mad. Yes. Very safe to say that. Leave him alone.
As a reminder for everyone, when Hillary spoke from the Ben Franklin room,
You can go into museum. Yes, right there.
Sorry, I love you.
they don't take you everywhere. There's a lot of parts in this building they don't take you.
Okay.
And one of the things that we want you to pay attention to and to notice, well, unless you're directly in their lives,
Oh, you gotta
at
be a
particular times, and it's only at particular times. The same way they don't take people into all the rooms when you go to Washington. But the major issue that you want to recognize here is how they'll deal with different architectural periods. But if you know the history, you know it's all Moorish, or those taught by them. And so then there's no more that mental separation, like their stuff, our stuff type mentality.
Just have one more second of your time. I just would like to thank you all very much for visiting us and wish you a very pleasant weekend.
Thank you. Thank you for your tour.
Some of you sign our guest book if you want.
So they have a souvenir store in case you want to go. I usually recommend they have a hardback and they have a paperback that actually have pictures of all the rooms. So in case wherever y'all go, your prospective area where you go and you're teaching other Moors, you can show them the rooms and what have you. All right. So it's got some other stuff in there.
We haven't went to?
Well,
Like
it has
the
basically all the
British
pictures.
one,
Yeah, just go on in the souvenir store.
Islam.
So I just want to let you know that that's